AGI has an innovative approach. For example, we're government-led, which means we work on priority issues that governments care about. We also work shoulder to shoulder, which means we don't have our own offices in the countries we work in. We actually work with our government colleagues inside ministries. We think this gives us a really unique perspective in terms of how government reforms actually happen, which is one of the reasons we're trying to learn from what's happening and trying to share that more widely. One thing we found is that there's no manual or template for how this works and what makes a successful reform. So the best thing we found to capture this is through case studies. We've, for example, profiled Liberia's 150-day action plan, which is a program that President Sirleaf used to drive reforms such as building new roads and rehabilitating the port, which had been damaged during the war at the start of her second term. We've worked on a profile of Rwanda's Strategic Capacity Building Initiative, which is a unique program that both implements reforms in agriculture and energy and other areas, but also looks to build capacity of government officials as well at the same time. Most recently, we've worked on a report on our work on Ebola and trying to figure out what are the lessons from this for future crises. When we do these reports, we both try to capture lessons for governments, because ultimately they're the ones that need to lead these reforms, but simultaneously for international partners and how they can better support governments to do that. And we're not alone in trying to think about these things. We're part of a wider community that's looking to do development differently. So we found that it's a very useful venue to share lessons from these case studies. Simultaneously, we found this group really useful to learn from ourselves as we think about how we can have more impact.